Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Star Control 2, our QUAN Masters. Anyway, yeah, we pretty much got a full fleet, so I can't complain about that. Anyway, what we are going to be doing today is using the quasi-portal and dealing with getting the Siren. And let's see here, that'd be a 516 right there. Now then, the easiest way to do this is to go to this quasi-space portal right here, going to Gamma Scorpii, which by the way, I should mention that you could potentially there we go. You could potentially save one of these egg sacs from the from one of the shattered worlds to trade for the rosy spear if you haven't done that yet. But honestly, I'd suggest either having Terminators or Juggers on your side before doing this, seeing as they're the only ones that can really deal with the Mycon efficiently. Oh boy, that may be a bit of a problem. Okay, well, let's try to maneuver so we don't touch any of them, because seriously, that might be a problem. Anyway, unfortunately, we can't do like I did with the Vux in the last videos, seeing as they don't actually have a home planet here, and most of the time the Mycon are not actually hostile when they're dealing with you on their home planet. Okay, I'm gonna hope that's all of them. Nope, of course not. Yeah, no point in talking with them. Yeah, the Jugger has an essentially indestructible shield, and it is faster than the Mycon pod ship, which makes it much more deadly when using it. Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, I lost some crew there, but well. Yeah. Well, actually, I better just wait for all of them to try chasing me, and they are a bit fast, aren't they? But not as fast as this thing. Okay, let's go back to that red planet. Scan, and you're going to want to get this energy signature right here. I would highly recommend just trying to get the energy signature right off, seeing as this place can be very dangerous. That's true with all shattered worlds. Anyway, let's just wait, and yeah, looks like that's it for them. Alright, let's get out of here. Speaking of which, I better refill that one I just used. Still very useful, especially since the Jugger's faster than most of the ships its size. Anyway, there are two ways to do this. You can either contact the Malnorm trader and ask for information about other alien races until you get the chat about the Cyrene, or you can just go over to the Mycon's home planet and talk to them directly, which is a bit faster, so I'd suggest doing that. Anyway, just talk to them, and just to warn you, yes, this is one of those infinite things, and they will attack you. So if you're going through without an escape pod, don't do this. Yeah, just ask them about the shattered worlds. And actually, that's all you actually need to do.
We will now remove. We will now.
Anyway, just sort of leave immediately. Hopefully it, there it goes. Don't know how close they are, but that's alright. I think I can deal with some of them if I need to. I will say that there's lots of them, aren't there? Either way, now go to this place, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Again, I'm bad at pronouncing names. Anyway, make sure you avoid any of the miscellaneous shadows that go through. I mean, probably the only ones you're not going to be able to outmaneuver are the Swilandral probes, which I haven't actually run into any yet, have I? Not in this episode yet, anyway. I suppose there might be a way to get here faster, but I'm not really too concerned about it. Anyway, after activating that conversation with the Mycon, or paying, I think it was 200 credits to actually get to the point where they start talking about the Cyrene, the Malnorm trader, go to this space station, and this, I guess it's Beetlejuice, ain't it? I've never actually seen it spelled before, but it might be Beetlejuice.
Is my monitor? Is that a human? Hello, Captain. But you haven't answered my question.
I'm me. Ain't that enough?
Has the slave shield been lifted from Earth? Are the Earthworms finally defeated?
No.
Look, Captain. I like in another time, you might have become, but that's a fantasy, and my job is, we're not going to do anything. We've come too far. Don't get all judgmental. When the Earthworm comes,
anyway, just go through all the miscellaneous dialogue, because seriously, there's a lot of it.
Then, instead of we could join the ranks of their like the people of Earth. When the Earthworm told us to QUAN Master 9 explained that and if we would provide them with, they would use their extensive astronomical. So we told them about Syra, about the fertility. Less than an hour later, 9, we were to proceed. But our new world, we've been searching for a home planet first, and in the end, it was us. The people, we lived each day here. When we started,
okay, just ask them what happened at the end of the war, and they start talking about Syra.
When your people on Earth, the Yahab,
And eventually they get to the atmosphere of Syra, and let me tell ya, it's
when the
kind
Earthworm
of...
surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, or die.
Yeah, I think how that could be intimidating. I think I did skip a bit of dialogue there.
It's a, so don't concern us. But we've got a good life. Like I said before, but we are unwilling to, unless you can find much more. You're on your own.
Okay, ask him about culture.
The cultural development is like you Earthlings, whose main function was...
Yeah, there's lots of dialogue. I really don't know what else to say. There just is. And I personally am someone who plays RPG games regularly, so I'm not really used to dealing with just talking and more used to combat. Anyway, that's what Syria was like. Syra. However you want to pronounce it again.
At least before you began. Syra's gravity was a bit lighter than Earth's, and our diurnal cycle is therefore different. We spend 20 hours.
Okay, that's what happened to
I
him.
will try to recount this. Like your solar system, large meteor impacts, so it's not a total shock. What was odd was that unlike most, it penetrated the crust, causing supervolcano. The earthquakes caused by the magma pumped out.
Kinda like what we just saw earlier, ain't it?
And things were pretty much back then. Just over a year after the impact, huge calderas were opening. The scope of the disaster is insane. Entire cities about kilometer-wide sections of land and clouds of poison gas.
Sounds like a great big volcano.
I think so. Aren't they part of... We have recordings of the Mycons just...
I should also mention that you do need the Mycon pod for this, so if you are planning on trading it with the Rosy Spear for the Rosy Spear, don't do it until after you show it to her.
That is what happened to Syra, yes. Do you have... Let me see this... Great guys! These fragments! We never guessed that to have survived re-entry.
They never checked it. Yeah, you know, that's amazing. They never checked
only
it.
the Mycons possess this. The Mycons will pay dearly. We will not sit here and do nothing while the Mycons cleans it. You wanted our cooperation in fight, provided you first help us seek our revenge against the Mycons. Our first step is to get some mobility. We have some fine starship officers aboard, and they're all eager to go, but without our penetrator starships. So our first step has to be recovering our... We know that the QUAN didn't destroy them.
Personally, I don't use penetrator class ships, but
No, that's your job. But maybe we have some clues to help.
but you're going to need to unleash them anyway, because you aren't going to be able to get the sun device to free the Shimmer, or sorry, Kinjitsu and Murmur until you do.
The farthest they could have traveled is about 200. Captain, we've assembled a small little family to your ship.
Although I suppose you could wait to near in-game. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but if you wait for near in-game until QUAN and Kakura start annihilating everything, and they'll eventually annihilate the races, and you can go around and collect whatever things are on the planets that they won't let you go to since they aren't there anymore. Okay, now this one takes you into QUAN and Kakura territory, which thankfully is just the farthest south. Go to exploration Camolius. I guess that's how it's pronounced. Again, I'm bad at that. Anyway, Yeah, make sure you avoid any of the black holes, and whatever you do, if you see more than 3 black holes start to circle where you're going, yeah, it's probably just better you leave the area and not come back until a little later. Because the last thing you want is one right after the other just attacking you. Okay, now then, go to the first green planet and there should be a moon. Just scan it and eventually you should get an energy scan. Try landing on it. Again, I really wouldn't recommend staying too long in any places like this. Anyway, that should do it. And go back to Beetlejuice. Honestly, it might just be easier to go south to the border and then make your way around that way to avoid fighting the Urquan. Okay, that should take us out of their space. Speaking of which, yeah, the Outwig pox are still there. Yeah, they actually slowed down the Urquan Kakura fleet for, I think it was 6 months. If you do that, I think if you send the Fradish after them, they also help by cutting down the time they need to win by another month. So that essentially gives you 7 extra months, which originally I think you get 2, and there's a probe following me, isn't there? Oh well, I'll deal with that as soon as I get out of this area.
Now we can proceed. From our analysis and a review of the recorded Mycon, we've established the kind of world the Mycons desire. They need a planet like your Earth or our Syra, and possessing a molten... Our plan is to lure the Mycons to such... We know of just when the Urquan were analyzing their... One of the close candidates ranked just below Gaia was a blue world orbiting close... Captain, we need your service. You must go to the Mycon and tell them. They will find that the world is suitable. And when they go to it, we shall be them. Don't worry, my kid.
Okay. Yes, sir, I believe. Come to think of it, I may actually get some fuel first, but... well, actually I should be fine for a while. But either way, better deal with this probe. Because 550 RU is not bad, especially when it's involves just destroying one of them. Okay. Can't complain. Anyway, let's see here. Manifest devices, quasi-space. Okay, there we go. And again, 516, 466. Yep. You gotta go to Appalachian Scorpii and tell them. Very important, do not go to Beta Bray until after you talk to them about this world. Otherwise, it's just going to be an infinite amount of them there. Again, if you get below 20 fuel, it's just better off to go to Earth. Oh, well, as long as they don't appear in front of me, I should be fine. Okay. I'm pretty sure you actually have to talk to their home world. I don't think they're actually going to be hostile if you tell them about the planet, though. So try using that trick I mentioned, and hopefully they won't actually be aiming for you. Yeah, I sort of doubted that was it. So many of them. It's amazing how many of them there are. Anyway, talk to them.
We are... Your suggestion is appropriate. Acceptable new worlds are. We wish to know more for our... Tell us. This is good. This is good. This is good. If your words are true, we will gladly spread the justice. We will assemble the birthing fleet and send them. We will send many ships to protect the children. You have given us your insight into the ineffable Jocko what is and could. Perhaps, if we were to plant spores and let its tentacles spread through your, then you would truly understand. You would be happy.
And as strange as it sounds, they just leave you alone after that. Or that's what I would say, but I'm fairly sure they're going to be hostile if you touch any of them after that, so try to avoid that if possible. Okay, they start moving away. Go to Beta Bray. There we go. Again, I got Juggers and Terminators if necessary, so I shouldn't have any problem dealing with them. After they start sending the, as they call it, birthing fleet, there should only be 5 of them here. And if there's not, you'd probably better run.
This is a special build with Jocko. He must not allow it to be. You must. Jocko flows through time and space. However, you can let us demonstrate.
Let us demonstrate. Yeah, that's comforting. Maybe the main ship can, but I don't think a Jugger's going down that easily. Wanted it to there it is, and just sort of slow down and tell that asteroid at it, of course. hate it when they start circling around the planet. Okay. There we go. Okay. 4 more. Again, the wake shield is useless if it runs out of energy, so make sure you act accordingly. Okay. I should be able to buy a new jugger if I lose this one, but honestly I shouldn't be having this much trouble. Alright, let's use a Terminator. The jugger is good, but I can't time the jugger's attack right. At least this one has a renewable source. Unfortunately, it has a shorter range than the jugger, but still very effective. And this is why you do not have to run headfirst into a Terminator. It's just not a good idea. Anyway, yeah, don't worry too much about ships, seeing as you're going to be getting plenty of RU, and let's scan energy again. Okay, it's right there. Honestly, I'm not really too worried about anything else other than the energy signature. This thing is a sun device. Yeah, I believe that. I can't blame them, seeing as the shock waves, the earthquakes just sort of want to keep going. Anyway, after getting the sun device, let's go back to Earth. Now let's see here. 506. I'm pretty sure that's, yep. And this is back to Earth. I'd highly suggest restocking on fuel, and honestly, at this point, due to the fact you're going to get a lot of RU, getting more ships right now really doesn't matter too much. Unfortunately, there's no way to get infinite credits, but I know you can get infinite RU.
Ah, Cap. Another small... Well, I suppose something is better than nothing.
Yeah, that's about true enough. Okay, let's outfit and fill it up. Yeah, that should be enough. And let's refill on crew, shall we? Again, not really too worried about the fleet thing, as you're going to get infinite RU pretty soon anyway. Pretty much directly after using the sun device, come to think of it. Actually, no, I don't think you get infinite RU until after you give them the equipment, but either way, the next stop is Procyon. This is the home of the Tenjinsu and Murmur races, and when I say that, I mean actually both of them. Since the Murmur apparently didn't have their own separate homeworld. If you already have all the energy signatures, or well, energy equipment, oh yeah, I should also mention that if you have come in contact with these guys before, you actually need to or no, I guess I was wrong. I guess they are defending against it, alright.
You didn't I? We have monitored your visit to this world with great enjoyment.
I never came to it, did I?
It will make Jogar and Kazon clack their mandibles against one, and so I wonder what simple I am wailing scream. Though such information is normally hope, I find I am unable to contain. You are human. I know this because Jogar is the killer, a great bloody pure dark beast with a thought. Kazon, on the other floor, malevolent stuff. You not so fast. The payment is simple. You will pay.
I'm pretty sure I never actually came here, did I? Either way, this shouldn't be too difficult. That just means they gotta find their home planet and trick them somehow. And unless I can do it here, I doubt that, though. Nope. Okay, fine. Honestly, I kind of thought they only did that if you already came in contact with them once, but apparently not. And the Pakunka are moving again, aren't they? Oh well. Anyway. I'm pretty sure it's one of the Virginius systems, so... And I know that's not actually in their actual territory. It's slightly north of it. Just keep going to random ones and using the whichever caster you have. I know it has more than one planet, though. Nope, apparently not this one either. Yeah, as you can see, I wasn't exactly prepared for this. Especially since I can't find this one happen unless you already came in contact with them to begin with, but apparently not. Oh well, I am thankful that they aren't actually in their own territory, because that would make finding them very difficult.
And inspiring voices of our gods, Dogar and Halo, great gods of evil and darkness. What can your Almighty Dogar, Almighty Kazan, your devoted servants, hear your words and know the Pakankar unfit for our sacramental tour. We relish the prospect of we will leave immediately so that we can begin our, but who shall we pray?
You can fight the Quan.
Who shall suffer? Didn't those lonesome Unga once mention a race near there? Yes, I have it. The Bradash. We will go now and kill all of them. Farewell, Dogar and Kazan, amid even more violent rhetoric.
Okay, after you deal with that, apparently, again, I can't find it wouldn't happen unless, unless you already did it before, but anyway, these guys will go over to the Fradish and fight them to the death. I mean, this is one of the ways to get rid of the Frash, so you can get the Aqua Helix. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to actually need to do that in the first place, but well, at least I showed you how to get the torch, if nothing else. Anyway, you really don't need to worry about clearing out the area of enemy ships. If you have all the energy things you need. Anyway, just use the sun device.
We are free. You have flooded our synthesis mechanisms with a well was supposed to take decades. The process is incomplete. You are the Chmer. Who are you? Why have you interrupted the process? Your need must be great for you to have risked so much just to bring us from it. We were not ready, but this is now in the past. What is done, you are intent on stopping the Earthquan.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We are prepared to assist you. We must first tell you that even before we were placed, we realized that the only was to first destroy their precursor. This vessel was responsible for the victory when it was brought to bear against our worlds. This must be your priority. This must be your event. We know what is necessary to, but first, we must know what you have. Although we will scan the data banks and logs there. The process is complete. Now you need to locate the Earthquan. If you cannot find it yourself, ask those others who are near. Perhaps they will know. We have detected the presence of a Nyari. Though the being is darkly evil, an incredibly tallow device he possessed has effectively nullified the creature. However, it will do a most excellent job for you to approach the Sumatra, and you possess an antimatter bomb. This is good, but had you activated it, the device would have annihilated everything.
That's why I didn't
within
touch it.
500 kilometers, and so we will have to improve this device, magnify the destructive potential of this weapon will then make it suitable for the most important task you will ever undertake, the neutralization of the Samatha. The Earthquans, you are fully prepared for there is every chance that you will be able to stop both the Earthquans. We will now fit the precursor when routing a portion of your flagship's fusion. Its destructive force will be...
Yeah.
The vessel will be totally annihilated.
Comforting.
No.
No? Yeah, you're gonna make another one?
The completion date for your vessel's modification is roughly that you and your human companions may make any necessary preparation. Will now transport you and your crew back. Good luck, Captain.
Okay, almost at the end of the game.
Hello, Captain. Before we go on, I have something important to tell you. We made a formal alliance with the Shimmer. Their ships can now be built in our shipyard. Also, in the 2 weeks that have passed since the Shimmer began to work on your vessel, they attached the Upwig bomb to your ship and have also put in place the rope. This work is known crystalline amplification device. This work
Sorry
is
if
now
I'm
complete.
stepping
and your
over
flagship
some
is ready for
style.
the
I'll
Shimmer
get away, I'm
technicians
going
wanted me to explain
back
to you,
for it.
fragile and cannot be moved from their positions at the back of your vehicle. Now I have some bad news. And so Shimura had to remove all your main modules, weapons, crew pods, and the whole lot, including your emergency warp escape unit, so pick your engagements carefully, Captain. In addition, their equipment now fills the rear 10 slots, leaving you only 6 for your own modules. But here's the good news. The Shimura have provided us with an unbelievable wealth of minerals and other resources. We no longer have limits on what we can build for your flagship or your fleet.
Okay.
We're all depending.
Okay, and with that, we essentially need to get a crew pod, by another crew pod, at least one fuel tank, preferably 2, and honestly, again, I really wouldn't advise using it for combat situations, so I'm probably just going to add one more crew pod and one more fuel tank. Okay, let's go to the shipyard and get some Shimmer avatars. Yeah, these things are great in combat. Although I will say, forcing things like Kakura Marauders into them is not a good idea, seeing as they're pretty much just going to drain things. Anyway, I would highly recommend actually getting several throwaway ships. Honestly, I would recommend the Oar's Nemesis, seeing as it can deal a great amount of damage while also being easy to kill in the first place. Why is it? It's a good thing? Well, mostly because if you did the thing with the Jihad, you're going to see why. And let's see here, I suppose all I really needs 2. Yeah, 2 of them do. So let's get one more Oar's Nemesis. Okay. Thankfully, you get to keep all your devices, such as a quasi-space portal. Now then, I believe it's Delta Cradius that we're going to. So let's use devices, quasi-portal, and let's see here. That would be 476. .496. Yep. Okay, and I believe it's Delta Cradius we're going to, so... Oh shoot, I forgot to restock on crew members, didn't I? Yeah, I better fix that. Let's see here. Again, I always have several throwaway ships. Honestly, I really don't need Terminators right at the moment. You're going to get plenty of miscellaneous Terminators and other Furies and after you deal with the first thing anyway. Either way, that should do it. Okay, and we are going to Delta Cradius. Let's see here, there's Beta, Delta. Boy, they make it very hard to actually maneuver, don't they? Yeah, I expect there to be lots of Urquan, and come to think of it, yeah, the Supox and Outwig are still there, aren't they? Oh well, at least I got plenty of fuel. Of course I'd forget crew though. Oh well. Yeah, you'll know that's the right place when you see a great big circle just sort of there. Anyway, go to devices, use the talking pet.
Sense the presence of my ancient slaves. It's time, Captain. Okay, now, whatever you do, once I've started, leave the star system. We got one chance at this. Here I go.
As far as I know, you can actually redo it, but I'm not going to try it. Either way, most of them leave. Keyword here, most of them. Oh, except for these ones here. Which I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the Terminators first.
Approach the ancient Sumatra, the symbol of QUAN. Your presence here is proof which your species have already violated. We cannot tolerate such. Your species penalty.
Okay, let me destroy these Terminators first. Still very good for having one health. Again, just throwaway ships. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Orb Nemesis.
Go, 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 go. Go, go.
Yeah, they get any more than 5 of them on there. Yeah, they're probably not going to last too long.
Go, 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 go.
Amazing what one of these things can do, isn't it? Again, you can actually send a update to all man time. Yeah, this is why you do not mess with the ore. I mean, seriously, it's just not a good idea. It's amazing what one thing can do, isn't it? You'd think out along the Earth one, they would have got it by now. Okay, gotten rid of most of them, but not quite all of them. How many more are there? Okay, so we're down to several of them. Okay. Right there, I want to save the avatars for the other miscellaneous things. Unfortunately, the Spampy are pretty much useless for the final battle, but if you actually have a good setup of ships, which honestly would actually consist of mostly Pekunk Furies.
Greetings, human friend. We know you're about
Anyway, if you've done the Yee-Hat thing,
but we have important news. The rebellion is won.
These guys contact you if you already did their part of this game.
Queen and her cronies from the threat of yet. We have found a queen who will unite the clans in peace and harmony, and you will never guess who it is, Captain. A Pekunk! Yes, it is true. We survived their absorption into our cult, now providing us with insights into ourselves we only thought we were being happy birds of prey. Our new queen's name is Breaky Gardy the First, and her first to
You
rush
know,
here and bring you
I-
these ships.
they
have
got rid
Terminator
of-
and Pagunk Furies. No, Captain, together we cannot.
Yeah, you know, I really don't like that on the third one they sort of cut out the Yeehaw and replace him with Pakunk.
Okay, human. You made it past the Sumatra's guard. Now you can attack the vessel itself. So listen closely. The Sumatra is protected by a thick shell of used asteroids, reinforced with a weak stasis field. You'll never break through that. Only opening through the asteroid shield is covered with a powerful... Put that to that screen. Your history, Captain. Destroy the Sumatra. You'll have to destroy the shield generators embedded in the asteroid shield. Drop the force screen. You'll have to destroy all 8 of them. When the screen is down, bring in your flagship. Drop
Did I
the
miss some?
Drop the force screen. You'll have to destroy all screens.
No, I
down.
get that.
Bring in your flagship. Move into the asteroid shell and press the big red button on your controller.
I don't see
That
it.
starts the detonation sequence. Your escape pod will eject automatically. Just hope you're far enough away before that ship blows. Okay, human, this is it. Last don't screw up. In case you're wondering, I'm not going with you, Captain. I'm staying on board. Why, Russ? Because I'm locked in here, you idiot. Get me out. Help, help.
Anyway, yeah, with these Pakunk Furies, they are very useful when dealing with these things, seeing as they're one of the very few things that can actually outrun these yellow flaming comets that come after ya.
Jerk, dummy, dodo, baby, whip,
I think there can only be
baby,
two of these yellow ones that coming at you at a time. Well, apparently three.
whip, stupid, dodo,
The green ones will actually bounce you back.
idiot, dummy, loser, stupid, idiot, dodo,
But seeing as these things can actually attack from 3 different directions at a time,
stupid, dummy,
and the fact they're actually fast enough to
whip,
avoid these yellow comets, it makes them just the overall best ship to use in the final battle.
whip, baby, whip, worm, loser, whip, whip,
I totally missed that. Ah, it's all because of that. Again, these things can revive.
whip, dodo, idiot, fool, jerk, moron, idiot, moron, whip,
Shouldn't be too much longer before they start breaking apart.
worm, whip, fool, jerk, dodo, loser, baby, moron, stupid, dummy, fool, dodo, dummy, moron, idiot, baby, idiot, whip, fool, stupid, loser, idiot,
I really don't know what else to say at this point.
stupid, baby, idiot, moron, dummy,
Well, there goes one of them.
jerk, whip, whip, fool,
Remember to use the Death Blossom if possible,
moron,
if you're close enough anyway.
idiot, whip, fool, baby, idiot,
There we go.
baby,
Again, the fact that these things revive can make them potentially one of the most dangerous ships in the game, especially with their speed.
dodo, baby, worm, dummy, dodo, fool, dummy, baby, whip, baby, dummy, moron, idiot, whip, idiot, whip, moron, baby, dodo,
2 more.
worm, baby, whip, whip,
1 more.
moron, dodo, worm, dummy,
Okay, that's good for them. Just 1 more.
baby, moron, loser, twit, jerk, loser,
I should also mention that this entire area is just the same battle area. Anyway, I would highly suggest destroying these bouncing things, or well, actually every single one of these things before actually changing to your main ship, so they don't actually kill you. Well, it's just these yellow ones can be destroyed. It just takes a little while. Easiest way to destroy them is to use an avatar. There we go. Up there's one. Okay. Nothing else? Yeah, the escape pod for your ship it doesn't work, but the other ones do. Anyway, just sort of go up and dock on it. And there you go. Push a great big red button, use the escape pod, and apparently you're the only one on, so there goes those other 37 miscellaneous people, because I don't know, they never show what happens to the rest of them. Okay, and that is actually the end of the game. That being said, I'll just let the epilogue and credits roll, and well, there isn't really much else to say about it. What happened to the crew? They never explained that. Mostly the Chimmer did it. Again, this guy was born in another planet. That's right, it's all just a story. Right, sidetrack, that's one word for it. Because, you know, making a new ship is exactly what you call something that sidetracks you. Come to think of it, there is no voice acting for the epilogue, is there? Anyway, yeah, you pretty much get an epilogue of all the miscellaneous races you may or may not have ran into. I think I actually ran into them all, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, that is a good point. They never actually give you any sort of indication as to what exactly the ORR's saying when they're using asterisks. Oh well. I mean, as far as I can tell, dancing is fighting, and that's pretty much the best I can tell from them. That doesn't sound like a good thing. Looks like we're gonna have to fix it again. References. You know, I don't think they actually make a appearance in the next game. Yeah, come to think of it, I think the Supacs are mentioned, but they never actually appear in the next game. Come to think of it, there's a lot of races in this game that don't appear in the next one. Of course, there's new ones to make up for that, but they get rid of some of the best ones. Such as, what's here? They get rid of the Zockfot, they get rid of the Shoe Fixie, they get rid of the Yee Hat. Yeah, they get rid of a lot of them, don't they? Yeah, that's what you say to a friend. Oh boy, that sounds good. Yeah, right, your basic sidekick. Only 2 bucks per minute, right. I thought you were controlling the ship. Sorry about that. Okay, what's here? Yeah, that's Swilandro Druids, yeah. Come to think of it, I don't think they appear in the sequel either. Yeah, they really do get that. Then again, for these guys, you can yeah, that's what they say, but you're not even gonna get an appearance. Matter of fact, I come to think of it, I don't even think they mention them in the sequel. Yeah, the Denari are mentioned, but don't appear in the sequel either. Boy, there's a lot of races that get taken away from Star Control free, aren't there? I know the Swilandro don't get mentioned. I think the Air will mention the Melnor maybe twice, but yeah, that's about it. That's agreed. How would you do a musical in a fight scene anyway? You mean annihilated? There we go, conspiracy theories. Yeah, that's concerning. Okay, well then I'll just let the credits end, which honestly shouldn't take too long, seeing as the epilogue just ended. Well, I'm going to try to get Star Control free working. From what I remember, the disc is a bit, okay fine, very glitchy, but it might work, you never know. And let me tell you, Star Control 3 is much different from Star Control 2. I mean, seriously, for mechanics, it's a hyperspace moving through hyperspace essentially is a one of those connect the dots things where you can just sort of click on your area and point and click on where you want to go, and if you got enough fuel you'll get in there. And let me tell you, fuel is very, very important in that one, as are landing pods, but that's beside the point. Okay, I think that's about it for credits. That being said, okay, there we go, the end. Well, anyway, yeah, that was Star Control 2. I hope everybody enjoyed this playthrough. I will say it can be a very difficult game, especially if you have no idea what you're doing. Thankfully, I kind of did. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this video and this series. That being said, I hope everyone enjoyed it. So everybody have a good day.